about development of this concept with time. What if you look in the history in the past, they are developing the concept of a deity. Why should it suddenly stop
Yes.
at a period?
Yes.
Why haven't we had more prophets since then?
Very, very good question. You see, when a thing reaches perfection, look, mankind, our scientists are telling us that we have evolved from some primitive states, from monkeys and from the amoeba and what not, Now we have become perfect man. And evolution was taking place, they say, for thousands of years, millions of years. And now we have reached the stage, we said now we are created in the image of God, a masterpiece. But why has it stopped? Let's say, let's stand to reason that we say, now look at this hand. Can you imagine improving on this? Add another finger, add another thumb, add 10 fingers. You think you can do a better job? Will you be able to do a better job than this? No. So he says, now once it reaches perfection, anything you add to it is an abnormality. So in the religious history of man, the Muslims said that this is the last and final revelation of God. Jesus Christ, he told his people before he departed, he said, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. You haven't got that capacity. Like for example, instead of you, my grown-up brothers and sisters, only your little children had come, what would I do? Entertain them. Father Christmas, Santa Claus, and some funny things. I have to say some funny stories to make them happy. What else can I do? I could not have spoken what I'm speaking to you now. So Jesus is telling his disciples, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. He will...
Man hasn't finished evolving yet.
Right.
If you look at our athletes, they're running faster, they're jumping higher, throwing further.
Right.
Okay? Man's mind is still developing.
Right. Now for that you need guidance. You need, look, our friend, the champion, that sprinter, he broke all records, right? And his ethics, where were they? Ruined. Taking pills, taking drugs. So in other words, look, with all your physical developments, without that guidance about right and wrong, you are still an animal. You can become faster, stronger, all that, but your behavior pattern is that of an animal.
The behavior pattern is 1,000 years old. Why haven't we had an update?
The update now, if you find something that you need now, for example, what is your problem? Where you need a solution? Jesus said he'll guide you into all truth. And we say now all the answers to all your problems are here. It might not go down well. You see, we are used to certain way of life, certain behavior patterns, thinking patterns, and we don't like to be disturbed. All of us, we are like that. But now come with a genuine problem and say, look, there is a problem for which we need a solution. What does Islam say to this? If there is no solution, then we said, look, we'll have to look for another prophet. If there isn't, then we'll have to make one. See? But now come with the problem. What is your problem? And I tell you now, look, problems in South Africa. We have a problem of alcoholism. We have a problem of race. The biggest problem in this country is race. Answers to them. You have a problem of surplus women. There are 7.8 million women in America who can't get husbands. You know that? Problems. No. The Quran gives the answer. I said it might not go down well. Because we are used to a certain way of life. Alcoholism. Answer to alcohol. Answer to gambling. Ask. Everything is there in the last and final testament of God. If it's not there, then we'll have to look for another prophet. And if there isn't, we'll have to create one.
The prophets of the past have updated what we've had before, what was before. How do we know that is?
The claim is there that this is the last and final revelation. No. Right now you put it to the test. You see, once a person makes a claim, I say I'm the strongest man in the world. He said, yes. He said, look, here's a 200-pound barbell. Can you lift it? I said, no. So he said, that's the test. Finished. He said, look, you're the strongest man in the world, and you can't carry 200 pounds weight. So put it to the test. And the book is challenging. He said, come on, put it to the test. The teachings. I'm not talking about the Muslims. Oh, I'm a paragon of virtue, and I'm an angel. No, nobody's saying that. But I said the solution to your problems are all given to you, and this is given by God. It's your property. Therefore, say now you open it and let God Almighty talk to you. This book, when you open it, you see God is talking to you. This is not the story book about Muhammad. This book is not the story book of Muhammad. Can you imagine this vast volume here? In this vast volume, the name of Muhammad's father is not here. His mother's name is not here. When he was born is not here. Where he died is not here. Can you imagine a book like that? A man writes a book and he's not there in the book. His name, Muhammad, the name Muhammad occurred in this vast volume 5 times. The name Jesus 25 times. So it makes you to think. Why 25 times? I said, look, this man, so many controversies were around him. There was no controversy about the birth of Muhammad. He had a father, he had a mother. You don't have to, God doesn't have to go and tell you, say, look, he says, he was legitimate. What for? The whole world accepted that he is the legitimate child of Abdullah. Finish. But Jesus, there were controversies. Some say, look, he's got no father. Some say, if that's the case, that he's the illegitimate child of Mary. Where does the Muslim stand? So the book comes along and answers. It tells us, Ya Ahlal Kitab, O people of the book, O Jews and Christians, La taghlu fi dinikum. Say, do not go to extremes in your religion. You Jews and Christians, don't go to extremes in your religion. وَلَا تَقُولُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْحَقِّ. And don't say anything about God except the truth. إِنَّمَا الْمَسِيحِ, most certainly the Messiah. You know who we are talking about? Jesus. إِنَّمَا الْمَسِيحِ Isa ibn Maryam, Jesus the son of Mary, Rasulullah, is a messenger of Allah. وَكَلِمَتُهُ, and a word proceeding from him. أَلْقَاهَا إِلَى مَرْيَمُ وَرُوحٌ مِّنْهُمْ, which he bestowed upon Mary, and a spirit proceeding from him. وَآمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرُسُلِهِ, so believe in Allah and his messenger. That's what Jesus said. This is life eternal, that they should know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent. That is what the book is telling you. So look, this man Jesus was born miraculously. He is not the illegitimate child of Mary, and he is not God. He's not his begotten son, but he's a messenger of God. As such, love him, respect him, revere him, follow him, but don't worship him. This is what the book says. So now when you read it, you say, look, this thing seems to be something objective. It's not something, a man is just trying to score points. Yes.